So it's a new day, had a lovely night at the pub in town, had some great feed, got up and a nice breakfast, good sleep in, walked out to the cemetery this morning, which was sort of 2 k's each way I think, that was pretty nice. And now there's a lovely mountain near town, which is over there called Flat Top. So we're just going to walk up over there. Apparently it's pretty easy to get up onto. It's really cool today. I think it's a max of 24. So it should be a nice easy day. It's a little bit breezy, looks like a little bit of rain, but the forecast says nothing, but it's not too cold, not too warm, so it's pretty good. Just went and saw the mechanic. He said he's waiting on the guy to get back, so I presume it's the towie who left yesterday afternoon to drive to either Port Augusta or Adelaide. So we're just waiting on him to get back to machine up the washers, and then that'll be ready to roll. And we're staying pretty much on the road to Waukaringa, so that's our plan, split up for tomorrow night anyhow, so we should be there in an hour or two. Once we leave tomorrow morning, we can check that out, and then it's pretty much on the way home. Well, if you're ever in Copley or Copley and it's cool enough to do it, and you've got a bit of time, I well and truly recommend this. It's beautiful up here. You can see over towards Lee Creek over there. And a 360-degree view all the way around the Copley over there. There's a path, I think about there. We didn't come that way. We came along the railway line and then across and then up. I think you'd be best off coming along that road, along that path next to that little white hut and up. So that's the way we're going to go back. But yeah, it's sort of just over a K each way, easy scramble up. Not even a scramble, just to walk up some slippy rocks, and yeah, anyone can do it. Cracking. We have finally got our car back again. It is now Saturday at 10 o'clock. The guy came back from Adelaide last night and machined up the washers and got them all going good. And then the guy in the workshop came in at 8 o'clock this morning and got it all running on his day off. So picked the car up, came back and got packed up, and we're hitting the road again. Just going to go through to Lee Creek and get some fuel. I should have got some off him, but he's closed now. Just to top up. I think we've got more than enough, but we'll just get some. And then on to somewhere. We're not going to stay at Waukaringa anymore. We're just going to go to a different campsite that's an old mine. I think it's an old gold mine down near Yunta. But car and everything is all running well. He said he checked the left-hand upper control arm as well, and that was almost completely undone as well. So it looks like neither of them were tightened up to torque. So he hit them at the max torque on both sides, and on the right-hand side he put an extra nut on there, of course, to hold it on so it can't slip undone. Yeah, but he only had one spare, so he only did it on one side. But that's all good. She's running it well now. So yes, and on for, I mean, it's only a few hundred k's down this road, I think, but it should be good. Let's have a look. What's it say? 420 k's to our place staying tonight, so it should be a nice easy day. Yeah.
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test, I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed.
Well, we finished the Copley to Waukaringa Road through, that started off driving up, basically just winding the whole way up through river crossings and stuff. No water in any of them, but it's just dipping in and out the whole way, and just mountains gradually building up on each side of the road. Pretty stunning, one of the nicest roads we've driven in a long time. And then came up in through the final gap in the national park, and then turned south onto the Waukaringa Yunta Road. So we're heading down that way now. It's flattened out a bit around us, but we're heading down towards the main bit of the Flinders Ranges on our right, so we should start to see them growing up a bit higher. If we can see them, they're a fair way off in the distance, I think, but we should see a bit more. And Lake Frome is on our left, apparently. I don't know if we'll see anything with that. But yeah, it's stunning drive through here. All the roads are incredible quality as well, like almost like highways. There's a bit of washouts are a bit steep, but other than that, it's it's hard pack, not loose at all, not rutted at all, no corrugations, just incredible roads. So the Garmin is suggesting we keep going down the Waukaringa Yunta Road, but this other road looks like it'll go right across towards the Flinders and sort of kiss the side of the Flinders, so it should be a lot more scenic, which is called the Blindman Road, and it heads towards Waukaringa and Pound and that sort of stuff. So we'll check this out instead. A little bit longer, but we're running well in front at the time we're expecting, so this looks like it'll hug the side of the range, which could be really cool. Hopefully it's in just as good condition, but it looks like it is from the start. So the Garmin suggested we go this way, which just cuts off a corner, so we'll see how it is. It's only 10 k's or so. Doesn't look too bad. Looks wide enough to turn around, worst case scenario. Something different. Hopefully. Famous last words.
Just a big river crossing.
Yes, there's been a lot of water through here, it looks like. So, we shall see. Wouldn't want to make the last couple of days easy.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to grey as you fade away. As you fade away.
Every now and then the track would peter out and we'd come to areas like this where we had no idea where to go, so we'd throw the drone up and it'd give us a good idea on where the track continued on. Once you see it here, it looks really obvious, and there it just looked like we're in the middle of a paddock. We've been following HEMA maps, which is what led us down this track. When we came home, we've got an Australian map, and this track is even marked on that quite prominently. It doesn't actually show the main road that goes around here. So we thought this would be a fairly well-travelled route. It wasn't.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into
Well, we've made it probably 23 k's along this 24 kilometre track, and we've just hit this fence line, which you can just see there. Come to that corner, and there is a gate post that probably don't look like they've been used for 20 years, and no gate. There's no way to get through the fence, and we're literally like 1k out from finishing this track, which is a bit frustrating. So we're probably going to have to go back 23 k's back to the other road and around. I'm just going to put the drone up and see if there's any way of getting around this fence. But yeah, it's not looking good. So far we're 600 metres and the fence line looks like, the track looks like it's running along the fence line the whole way. So if that's the case, we're good, but it's a couple of k's out. So we're just making sure. I don't know how well we can see that, but yeah.
Awesome. We found it. Maybe a K and a half up, there was a gate.
Well, we've managed to get through the fence about a K up, so we are just going to go back down to the gate and down the track, and hopefully that'll take us back out to the road. Otherwise, there is a track here that looks pretty wide, but we just figured we'll do the one that we know exists first. Worst case scenario, we'll come back here.
After driving back along the fence line, we came back down here, came through the gate, and realised that the road we'd seen doesn't actually go anywhere, so we had to go back up and try the other option.
And this is getting more and more, it's getting bigger and sort of wider and more used, it looks like. So hopefully this is just the new way out. It looks like we're heading towards that old track, but just on a much wider, better road. Emus, 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 heaps of them.
Are they babies? I don't see any babies.
Well, they're smaller than the big one.
Look at them.
Yeah.
There's one mother and
A
like
family.
5 babies.
I would call them teenagers because they're
Well, sure. They are about
Quick, they're coming out your side. No, they're not. Here.
I think they're kids teenagers.
Yeah. Look how dark their heads are.
Kind of teenagers. Wait, stop running away. We want a picture of you guys.
This is the road. Here it is.
It's like go back. No entry.
Not entry.
This is it. We made it through. It's a tarmac road as well.
Oh, Tom.
There you go.
I miss
Oh, that was cool.
tarmac. I miss tarmac.
And there's a sign to Akarula, 180 kilometres. There we go. On to tarmac. Who would have thought doing that we'd hit some tarmac? Wow. Cool.
I thought it
That was
would
fun.
be dirt all the way.
That was an experience. Waukaringa.
Waukaringa Gold Mine Ruins or something.
Gold mine ruins, yes. That is as much information as we have.
What is it?
The building we're looking at here is the Waukaringa Hotel. Waukaringa was originally settled in 1873 after the discovery of gold, and it was abandoned in around the 1950s. We'd originally planned to camp right next to the hotel, but decided it was way too windy, so we headed back up the road about 1 kilometre to the other side of the hill to get out of the wind, and ended up staying at this spectacular location.